Hi, Taurus, or anyone watching for Taurus. So, this is your reading for the 6th through the 12th. Whatever comes out, comes out. Love readings are coming out this week. Just give me some time. I'm working on them. So, Page of Pentacles for where you're at, Empress in the reverse for your obstacle. As I'm looking over your spread, Taurus, it kind of feels like you already made a decision about whatever this situation is, but something is getting in the way. Now, I feel like there was something that you decided you were done with. Okay, this could be work, this could be family, friends, relationships, whatever. But you were looking forward to kind of starting this new chapter in your life. I feel as though there is someone in your life that seems to have kind of an attitude about whatever you decided for yourself. Could be a mom, with this Empress in the reverse. I feel like with the Three of Swords in reverse for why you're here, this is tough because you're trying to move forward in your life. Someone else seems to feel as though they want some sort of explanation from you. Now, I'm not sure exactly what this relates to, but I feel like this is going to end up kind of pissing you off because it seems to me that you've gotten into a really good place in your life where you're not as concerned about what other people think about your choices. And this feels like someone trying to make you second guess what you've decided. And the way you're looking at it is like you're trying to keep everyone in the situation happy, but there's also an energy of feeling like whatever is being imposed upon you or expected of you is not something that's in alignment with the new life that you've been thinking about creating for yourself. So it causes kind of a conflict, I feel like, this week, because there's almost like this fight for control over you or over your life or your choices, right? There's an energy of you feeling as though it's not your job to let other people live through you. And that's kind of what this looks like. Maybe you have that like smother mother that feels as though they have to give you input on everything that you choose for your life. Or maybe you have friends who are very like critical. For some of you in a very mundane life, this is just as simple as like how you dress or what kind of work you do. Maybe you're thinking about taking your style or your occupation in a whole new direction. And it feels like there's people that are kind of making you question that, or they're telling you like, oh, don't quit your job to go move to New York. What are you thinking? You could get mugged. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of feel like these are people who are trying to pick your plans apart, because it seems like this is something that's a little bit impulsive. This is just kind of like, I need a change. I'm ready to do something else. Let's go, let's travel, let's whatever, right? And it's the energy of you almost feeling like you have to kind of keep your plans a secret for the simple fact that it feels like there's people in your life who would ask you like, well, what are you going to do in the future if you do that? Well, you don't have that part figured out yet, right? You just know that something new has caught your eye and you're excited, right? You're ready to go. So I feel like this week, you probably know who this is I'm talking about, but you're kind of avoiding that person. It almost feels like you want to make more progress in your life before you unveil whatever this is. For some of you, this could be a new relationship. This could be you trying to fix things with an ex. It could be anything. You know what I mean? But it's like you want to gain some headway before you announce whatever this is, because you know that people are going to ask you like, okay, well, did you think about if this happens? Did you think about if that happens? And for you, it's just like, I don't want to deal with this right now. This is something that I've just decided for myself. I'm still new at this. I'm still unsure about this. I don't know that I have the wherewithal to sit and like explain every detail of my plan to somebody because I still can't believe I'm about to go do this, right? So I feel like you will be avoiding the people who will treat you this way. You're trying to be a little bit strategic about how much information you give out. This is kind of the energy of like trying to avoid conflict or having to explain yourself, to people. There could be somebody who you feel like they are making you their project. This could be somebody who you're like, I wish this person would stop like gathering evidence about what I have going on. They notice the things about you like that are starting to change. Like, if you have a sister where when you come home from the mall, you always show her your stuff, maybe you're running into your room and, not showing her things. And so all of a sudden she's like, oh, well, you're acting strange. You get what I mean? Like there's someone here that's noticing your behavior. But I feel like that's the main person that you're trying to hide whatever this is you're doing from, And I don't feel like this is necessarily anything bad or, villainous, but I just feel like it's something special to you, that you're still a little bit insecure about, or maybe you're, trying to fix something about yourself. Like if you feel less confident about yourself, maybe you started going to the gym, but you don't like telling people that. So when they're asking where you are, you're like trying to make excuses. You know what I mean? It's nothing sinister. Like I don't feel like you are trying to take over the world or anything like that. It's just something that's kind of precious to you that you're keeping to yourself this week. And I feel like you're kind of annoyed with people asking you questions that really are none of their business, Now, I do feel like eventually you will show people, whatever this is. This could be a project. This could be, you could be creating something. And you don't want people's input. You could be writing, whatever, it could be anything. But eventually, once you gain the momentum of feeling really good about what you're doing and you've been doing it for a while, this is something that you will show people because it's going to make you so happy. It's not going to be something that you can keep to yourself. You get what I mean? So I wouldn't too much worry about, this. If you have something that you like doing, just do it, and eventually people either get with the program or they won't. But I feel like you're smart to kind of wait until you're 100% sure about what this is, or you feel very stable in what this is, so that people don't criticize you to the point that it's not fun anymore, right? Or you start having a lot of doubts about this. All right, Taurus, let me get you an oracle card. What do we have for Taurus for the 6th through the 12th? All right. Things often don't work out as planned. Let things appear just as they do and be sure to notice how they unfold perfectly. So, like I was saying, for some of you, you're changing careers, or you're changing your major, or you're not even using the degree that you paid money for, and you don't want to hear it. You're starting a business and people are like, what are you doing? Things don't always work out the way that you plan. But something I'll say about plans is oftentimes when we plan something for our future, we're not the same person by the time we get to the future. You get what I mean? Like, say you're 16 and you have all these plans for your life. Well, 30-year-old you probably isn't going to want to live a life that was planned by a 16-year-old. You get what I'm saying? So don't so much worry about that, right? If it's going against something that you had originally thought like, oh, I wouldn't do that, or I wouldn't be interested in that. Who cares? Plans change, right? Everything is working out to bring you exactly where you need to be or want to be because you got this Knight of Cups as your end result, which really is a very positive card. It's you doing something you love, or you being in a very happy relationship, or just feeling very good about yourself. So just keep doing what you've been doing. All right, Taurus, you have a lovely week, and I will speak to all of you again soon. Bye.